What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, as always, I've got a good video for you guys today, and I will be helping you guys understand what is going on with the markets, because on today, as you can see, the markets have barely moved, and there's a very good reason for that. And that may confuse a lot of you guys who don't have years and years and years of experience in the markets. But it's a very simple reason why the markets have only moved 0.02% today. So stick around for that. But before I get into that, for inspirational purposes, I want to show you guys what we do over at the Patreon, right? So a lot of you guys may not know, but I do have a private community, and what I do is I guide those who are in the community to ensure that they are in the best opportunities that are out there in the markets, to ensure that they are compounding their accounts, to ensure that they are maximizing the returns that they make from the markets. All right. I'm very passionate about this group, and this is just one of our most recent plays that I put the guys into. All right. So you can see I'm up 26,000 on this particular. The guys over there collectively have made thousands and thousands. So make sure you're in the Patreon. The link for that is down below in the video description. As I said, it's a community I'm very, very passionate about, and I ensure that those guys are hitting success week in, week out, right? Regardless of what the markets are doing. And as I alluded to before, the markets aren't doing too much today. If the markets aren't doing too much, it's going to confuse a lot of you who are in the markets. But I'm here to get rid of all that confusion and give you guys a better understanding of what is going on and where the opportunities are going to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do what we do. If we are looking at the NASDAQ, it's always good to start with the NASDAQ. We can see that we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days where the markets have basically not done anything notable, nothing special, nothing crazy has taken place, nothing to really get the juices flowing. All right. Pause on that one. The reason for this is because we are in earnings season. So 4 times a year, all these corporations, they release their numbers to the markets, let us know what they're doing good, what they're doing bad, future plans, all of that good stuff. Now, because of that, it often means that the markets are anticipating good or bad. Because of that anticipation, what the markets does is the reaction is it delays any type of move before those earnings numbers. So what we're seeing now is we're in that delay period. Okay, so expectation is don't expect the markets to do anything this whole week. So tomorrow, don't expect anything. Next day, don't expect anything. It's only next week when we kick off with the big mega cap earnings. So we're talking Apple, Microsoft, all those companies. That's when you're going to start to see a more notable move in the markets, and the move is going to be higher. Okay, so these companies are going to push the markets higher next week. Markets this week aren't going to do too much. You're gonna get one of these dry days like today, 0.01%, nothing really happening. So my advice for you guys who trade the options market, and you guys know I always try and say get into the options market if you're not already, because there is so much opportunity there. All right, I just showed you guys. In fact, let me show you again in case you missed it the first time round. This is an options trade that I entered with the guys who are over at the Patreon. This allowed me to generate over 100% in return on the capital. And this is what I do all the time with the guys. You can't get these level of returns anywhere else. The options market is a very unique space, a very unique place that you should be taking advantage of if you're not already doing so. Now, if you're consuming the content, you are definitely aware of the options market and you're definitely taking advantage of it. Please do take advantage of the options market, all right? It is an incredible place to be, an incredible place to compound your money. So we shouldn't expect markets to do too much this week. As a matter of fact, don't expect it to do anything. So really and truly, you guys can kind of just put your feet up, do nothing this week in terms of entering puts or calls, nothing. Obviously, guys over the Patreon, I put them in the play yesterday that we'll be updating you guys on most definitely. But for the rest of you, you're better off not doing anything this week, okay? Because we shouldn't expect the markets to move. Now, this is coming from someone who has almost a decade of experience in the markets, okay? That is a long time. And markets repeat themselves over and over and over again. We see the same types of patterns, we see the same types of movements, and this is something that's just been rehashed over and over and over again. This kind of quiet phase leading into earnings, seen it so many times before. Okay, so I'm giving you guys exactly what the markets are going to be doing. All right, step by step, exactly what we should see take place this week. But while I'm on the topic of opportunities, there was a big mover today, and that was a household name. That is Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft kind of went a little bit against the grain, the rest of the market today, and had a 2% increase. All right, you might probably think, oh, 2% increase, that's not a lot. In the options world, a 2% increase is enormous. A 2% increase can easily equate to a 50% gain. 50, 60, 70% gain on 2%. It's massive, it's huge. But what's more eye-catching than that is Microsoft has pushed into a key level of resistance today. I just told you guys, just keep it simple. All right? All you need is your levels. If you have an understanding of your levels, you're going to knock this market out of the park. No problem. Now, Microsoft moved into this key level of 427. All we need this week, right, be it tomorrow or be it the day after, is a continuation of this move that we've seen, a push slightly higher, because then what it does is it now puts Microsoft into a whole different ball game. Now we are talking about momentum. Okay, Microsoft has stalled for quite some time. That's the beauty about it. If you keep tabs on plays that are stalling, and when they have finished that phase of stalling, they move into a new phase, huge opportunities. So I'm always looking, and it's always on my radar, the plays out there that are in a stalling phase. And that's exactly what Microsoft was for quite some time. Microsoft was simply just stalling. But now it looks like it wants to wake up. It now wants to have a resurgence. If it's going to do so, we want to be positioned for that resurgence as early as possible. So we see a move tomorrow or we see a move the next day. Now Microsoft is in call option territory. Huge returns can be made here. Huge. Because when I post another video, be it the end of the week, Friday, over the weekend, and you see the numbers similar to this Patreon play that we're in, I'm not going to let you guys know if the Patrons know this one. In this type of magnitude and quantity, do not be confused. Okay? Because once we see this put a little bit of a push higher, we have a lot of upside to move even higher. Excuse my terrible drawing. Right? It looks like it was drawn by a 3-year-old, but you get the point. Right? You get the point. This is an art class. This is a money-making class. And this could easily push us way above 440. Now, if we translate that to the options, because you're like, what does that mean in terms of money, thank you? It means hundreds of percent in return, 200, 300, 400% in return is going to be delivered by Microsoft. So you guys are a very select cohort. You guys are a very unique class of people that have such powerful knowledge that most people unfortunately just don't have. The key thing is that you guys just take advantage of that. And I know you will. I know you guys will, because I know you guys are hungry. All right. I see the comments. I see the same people watching the videos. So I know you guys are thirsty for this information and this money. No pause. Sorry, pause on that. Now, that being said, that's what you want to watch out for. You want to watch out for Microsoft. Okay, you want to understand that the market is in a very quiet place right now. The market we're not expecting it to do anything, but we are expecting it to do something next week. So what you do is you get prepared this week for the windfall that's going to take place next week. And my guys over the Patreon, you guys are already in the play. That one will materialize this week, all right? But for the rest of you guys, it's next week is when the market is going to pay you out. Only fools are going to start entering into calls and puts this week on, these standard names in the markets. Only fools. You guys don't be part of that. Okay, I want to steer you guys in the right direction. I want to put you guys in the right lanes to where you are achieving that consistent level of success. And to hit that consistent level of success, what you need is, number one, the intel on where markets are going to be going. But also, importantly, you need to avoid the potholes and the curveballs that the markets are going to throw you, okay, from time to time. And this is just one of them. You just want to navigate a bit like a ninja. You do that, you're going to be successful. So guys, that's the video for today. Do drop me down some comments. All right, I do read you lots of comments. And as always, I'll catch you lot in the next video.